Hello, my friends. This one is going to be about doing what you do. So right now, as you can probably hear in the background, there's crickets. I'm actually right next to a beautiful little lake, and you're going to hear crickets in the background, you're going to hear birds, you're going to hear a dog, and every once in a while you might hear some young teenager's hot rod Honda. But what these crickets are doing right now, I do a lot of camping, and I'm not a very big cricket fan, because I'm one of those people that for some reason can't fall asleep to crickets like most people can. But I still respect them. Why? Because they're doing what they do. That's all they're doing. I can't say, darn you crickets, be quiet. Stop making all this noise because I want to go to sleep. They're just doing what they do. It has no effect whether it's me wanting to sleep or not. They are just doing what they're supposed to do. Just like if they were trying to sleep right now and I was over there trying to jump on bushes and try to get them all, they really couldn't complain about it because I'm just doing what I do. Because that's what humans do, unfortunately. In some instances, not all, but. So before I came here, I had a friend, well, more of a neighbor. I like to consider all my neighbors as friends, but it's not somebody I talk to every day. So this neighbor was talking about her roommate who, well, that person just does what they do. Without getting into details, the person is somebody that unfortunately hasn't been able to get control of their addictions or their attitude. And so they are somebody that's also not willing to try to do that either. So, from what I've been told, I can't judge. But she said, I don't know what I'm going to do anymore. I've been putting up with this for a year. And I said, well, you have to come to the conclusion that your roommate is just doing what your roommate does. And what I mean by that is that all people, all of us, we all do what we do. Some of us do it differently than I would hope most of us do it differently, but unfortunately there's a lot of people that do it the same. Whether good or bad, really. But you have to understand that we all do what we do. We're just like those crickets. We're just like a lion. I remember as a child I would watch videos of lions taking down gazelles, and you would think, oh my God, why is it doing that? Why is it hurting that poor gazelle? And you would think that the lion is the bad guy, but the lion's just doing what the lion does. And the gazelle is doing what it does. If the gazelle gets caught, it's not doing what it does at its best. And that's what a lot of us do. A lot of us are doing what we do, but we're not trying to do our best at doing it. And I'm guilty, just as much as anyone else that feels what I'm saying. Ultimately, we have to realize that we're just like anything else here. We're supposed to do what we do. Now, unfortunately, a lot of the things that we do, I don't believe that we were supposed to do by design. I don't believe that the world is supposed to be the way that it is right now. I don't think that the waste of resources is supposed to be this way. I don't believe any of that is the way that we're supposed to do. I think that commonly, my own opinion, I think we're supposed to do our very best to live this life righteously. And again, I'm not, the man. But I think we're supposed to live this life. We're supposed to respect Mother Nature. We're supposed to respect, like I always say, it doesn't matter whether you believe that none of this is real or this is all in my mind or whatever. It doesn't matter. This nature, this planet that I'm talking about, this earth that I'm talking about, is a part of my reality, a part of what I'm being aware to. Thankfully, I'm aware to all this beauty right now. But I think that we're supposed to respect the planet. I think we're supposed to definitely respect each other. I definitely see, as animal instincts come out, we're not really any better than the other animals. Yes, there'll be problems. Yes, there'll be arguing over this and over that. But I don't think it has to be as dramatic as we make it out to be. I think we do what we do, but I think we are not doing what we're supposed to be doing. But needless, we still have to do what we're doing where we are in this experience. Not all, I mean, we can't all just stop this video right now and go out and save the world. I wish we could. I honestly wish we could. But the reason why I make these real talks and the reason why I try to keep continuing on, even if only 1 out of 1 million people is listening, I'm hoping that it's a pay it forward kind of thing and it just spreads. Because somebody gave it to me and now I'm trying to give it to somebody else. Save the world one person at a time. I think that we have to do what we continue to do. But we do not have to keep allowing ourselves or forcing ourselves to accept others for what they do. So my neighbor, I tried telling her, I said, if this just continues to happen and you've already had those discussions and you've already tried to mediate it and it's not working and that person is just continuing to do what they do, it's time to drop them. Now, I've brought this kind of conversation up with somebody else once, and this brother told me that, oh, you can't do that to people, and I understand what he's saying. But I don't think what he understood what I was saying. When I say drop somebody, I'm not saying that, you have to cut off all communications and disown them like they got married out of wedlock. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that you need to distance yourself. And hopefully with that distance, not only, they'll probably be mad at you, yes, but hopefully they'll understand there's a reason. I don't say just drop them and walk away. I say, listen, you're my friend. I love you. I want you in my life. But unfortunately, your way of thinking, your vibe is not my vibe. I'm not saying you got to change. I'm not forcing you to change. I'm not asking you to do anything that you don't want to do. But me personally, if you're my friend and you love me and you respect me, you will understand that at this time, I need to walk away from this relationship. I will be there. God forbid anything happens to you or your family or anything like that. But I need you to understand that I can't go on being you. I can't keep doing what you do. And if they respect that, great. If they don't, then maybe it is a hard drop. And I've had those. I've had hard drops. Oh, you're a Christian now. Oh, you're a spiritual guy now. Oh, you're this. You're a Buddhist. You're blah, blah, blah. Yes, I am. I'm trying to be. And you don't want to respect that. And so I have to say goodbye. And it's hard. It's one of the hardest things I've ever done. I've done a lot of hard things. But you have to. Because you have to realize that you can't keep worrying about what others are doing. They're just doing what they do. You have to start focusing on what you are here to do. The cricket's cricket. The bird's bird. The tree's tree. The water waters. You have to figure out what you do. And you have to go on doing it. If you're doing things that you know are wrong, you can stop them. You can change what you do. When I say to you, you're just doing what you do, and if those things are bad, you have the power to change that. You have the power to change that. If you don't recognize that, then you're just doing what you're currently doing and you're ignoring it. This roommate is just continuing down the same path, thinking that this is what I'm supposed to do. But from what I've heard and know of this person, it's not what that person's supposed to be doing. They'll have to come to that conclusion on their own, as well as you. You have to remember, though, this is the tricky part, whereas I may say drop them, you can't you can't judge them, and you can't hate them. Because just like I don't like my little friends chirping all night long, I don't hate them for it. They're doing what they do. I don't hate the lion. I don't hate my friends that walked away. I've accepted that they do what they want to do. But I have to focus on what I'm here to do. I love you all. I hope you understand this message. If you have any comments, or if you just want to call me an idiot, leave it down below. I'll talk to you soon. Walk in light.
Until next time, my friends, I ask all people everywhere to plant seeds of love, peace, joy, and oneness.